Flu season is well underway, so be prepared.
It is important to be informed on what illnesses are common and to know the symptoms. NAZ Today's Matt Kienitz is live in the studio with more.
Thanks, Lena. With the winter season beginning, people are spending more time with their families to celebrate the holidays, but this comes with a higher chance of getting sick. We visited with Coconino County Health and Human Services to find out what's happening right now. Flu season began about 7 weeks ago, and already health officials have seen spikes in both Coconino County and the state. Debbie Branson, an RN at Coconino County Health and Human Services, says that the medical community is concerned about this season.
What we're seeing is that it is just 7 weeks in, so we're 7 weeks into our flu season, and it's proving to be a very active one. Coconino County has seen 1,000% increase just this past week over, if you compare that to our last 5 years average.
However, flu is not the only illness going around. There's also COVID-19 and RSV, or respiratory syncytial virus. Branson says each of these can be very dangerous to certain groups.
RSV, for example, in healthy adults just often presents as something similar to the common cold. However, it can cause severe illness, moderate to severe illness in our babies, our young children, and even sometimes in our over 65-year-old population.
Branson says that there are a few ways to know whether you have the flu or COVID.
Flu usually has an abrupt onset and can cause fever and those really telltale muscle and body aches. And COVID can present with that sometimes, but for the most part, it tends to come on a little bit slower, and you often see those telltale signs that we've become accustomed to over that and heard so much about these last couple of years of that loss of taste and smell, a headache, a pretty severe headache, and sometimes shortness of breath.
But Branson says the best way to differentiate between the three is to see your healthcare provider. She says those over 65 often face a greater risk, and so do college students.
Dorm room living close to each other, being very close with socializing and being in classrooms, absolutely. It only takes one person.
Some NAU students, including Ashley Hurst, are worried about catching the flu.
Every year I tend to get really sick, so I am pretty worried. I try to be stocked up in the beginning of the semester every year though, so.
Branson says right now is the perfect time to get the flu shot.
We're actually in the prime window for individuals to receive flu vaccine.
If you want to book an appointment to get your flu shot, you can call the Coconino County Health and Human Services at 928-679-7222. And for NAU students, there are also resources at the Health and Learning Center on campus. Matt Kienitz, NAZ Today.